guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Revlon Nearly Naked Foundation, and I'm actually wearing it on this side of my face right now, and then in a little bit I'll show you what it looks like closer up when you apply it, so I'll do that on this side. A lot of people have been talking about this foundation. For me, I generally always wear like lighter coverage foundations, which is what this is. This goes on as a lot more like of a sheer to moderate coverage on your face. So what this has, it has SPF of 20 in it. It comes in a lot of different colors, and the texture of it is very smooth and not too heavy of a foundation. One of the things with this is that I got it in the color 110, which is ivory, and that was the lightest shade, which is actually too light for me, and it looked a little darker in the bottle, so just be careful when you go out to get it that it does look a little bit lighter, and then, it looks a little bit darker in here and lighter right here. So, just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to this side of my face. Remember, this already has it on it, and it is a light coverage. As you can see, it doesn't totally cover. So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to put a little on with my finger because I kind of switch off between my finger and a brush. So I'm going to do some with my finger and then kind of rub it in with the brush too. Now that you're able to see it, how it applies on, you can get a better idea of what this foundation is all about. Since you couldn't feel it, the texture is very smooth, and it's definitely not thick or heavy when it goes on. It's not a lot of coverage. I know that it's supposed to be like a nearly naked sheer kind of a coverage, but I actually wear a lot of sheer coverages, and I feel like they cover a little bit better than this. It didn't really even out my skin tone as much as I wanted it to, but it wasn't bad in that. But you can build it up, but when you start building it up, that creates a heavier look, so you just have to be careful with that. Now the other thing is that I have really dry skin, so these kind of foundations I really like. I really like sheer kind of coverages because, you know, they're not heavy and they're not going to make you even drier than you are or look drier by being like flaky and stuff. But this does not have a very moisturizing feeling to it. If you have more like normal or oily or combination skin, you probably wouldn't notice that. But since I have dry skin, I do notice that it is, even though it feels nice and smooth, the formula, when I start putting it on my face, it just doesn't seem to be working that well for my dry skin. It seems like it would be better for like a normal to oily kind of a skin type because it's not really hydrating at all, which I really guess I wouldn't expect it to be. Some other sheer foundations I've used have been a little bit more hydrating, so that's the only thing that I see there. Now it does feel really nice on. You do feel like you're not really wearing any foundation at all, which is always great. I thought the color was a little bit light for me, but you know, you can always move up, and I'm sure that would be fine once I did that. I've worn this out like throughout the day, and it seems fine. It's fine, you know, it lasts, not all day, but none of mine really do, but it lasts like the normal amount of time before it starts kind of coming off, so I didn't really see any significant problems with that. And the packaging, I thought it was fine. I actually liked how the bottle seemed a little bit smaller than normal. It wasn't like a big one, and I also kind of like the rectangular shape of it. It's just easy to hold and carry. Of course, like, it gets a little messy because you're pouring it out of here. For me, I put like my finger in it or put some on my brush and it seems to be okay. But once it starts getting lower, it might be a little bit of a problem. But right now it's fine. I like the name of it, Nearly Naked. It just reminds me that it'll be a nice sheer one and it won't be a heavy foundation and you just don't feel like you're putting something crazy heavy on. You know, I've got my Nearly Naked foundation and it's all good. So I like that. For me, I would not buy this again, and I'm probably not going to use it that much because of my dry skin and the fact that it's not hydrating at all for me. if you have dry skin and you're looking for like a foundation that's more sheer, I would just go with either a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer, because at least then you'll be getting some more benefits and more hydration to your skin. So, but I would really recommend this for anybody who has from normal to oily skin, because I really think you'll like this if you are looking for a more sheer coverage. Just remember, it's definitely a sheer coverage. It'll even you out a little bit, but it's buildable, so you can put more on, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of it being lightweight. So see how you feel about it, kind of play around. I know that a lot of people have been raving about this, and it's not my favorite one, but I could definitely see it working for a lot of people out there. So I think that if you're thinking about it, then definitely try it out, because for a drugstore or really any kind of foundation, you get a really nice smooth texture and not a heavy foundation to wear. So I think that a lot of people will really like this. So definitely go and try it and let me know what you think about it.